Oh, is that too loud? That airplane? Actually, near the National Airport, the main airport in Washington, D.C. It's almost downtown. But it's really right across the river from all the Smithsonian stuff. So that's why there's planes flying overhead. And it's a little, a lot of people, a little more people out here today. Not a whole lot, but enough. Depends. Weekends are big, and nice days are usually good. And this is a nice day, and I'm surprised that more people aren't here. But what's more importantly, anyway, is that you realize that I put in the title. You see, the May 5th. May 5th is a deadline to apply for a stimulus check that was sent out on 2020. Okay, so this was 4 years ago, 3 years ago, and they sent out, and there's a million people that did not pick up their check. Now maybe they didn't pay uh, for, they didn't have taxes to pay, so they didn't file, or whatever reason. But they're sitting there. You change your address, so you didn't know about it. They didn't send you a check, so they have checks there. So it's worth check out because it's $1,000 and there's a million people. I mean, that's a lot of people. There are very few grants, and I say that there's a million people that are eligible to apply. So this is a million people. So you got to get your butt in gear, to do this. It takes very little work. If you go to irs.gov, okay, and you say, "Where's my stimulus check?" and they'll tell you how to apply for it. Okay. If you don't get help with, there's other findhelp.org, and you put in taxes, and you'll find nonprofit organizations where you live that will help you with your taxes. Now that's pretty cool. Yeah. So that's available. Or here's the other thing: you have anything to do with any government agency, and you don't think they treat it right, or they're not being helpful and getting what you need, call your elected official. You have three of them in Washington. If it's a Washington government, then you call your Washington elected official. And they have backdoor phone numbers to call to make sure they solve your problem. And they do this for free. And they have a staff that does nothing but does this. So you call them and tell them what you need, and they'll figure it out and get back to you. Uh, and so that's better than me. I'm going to charge you $20. So they do it, for free, and they have better access to the back door than I have. I actually, they don't even know the front door sometimes, so they call me. You talking about a program? I don't know where the hell that is. So I got to tell them where it is. But it's this is what rich people do. They use their elected officials to get benefits for them, and that's what you should too. You're also a voter, just like they are. They're not supposed to bribe them with anything more than a vote, but sometimes they probably do. And even I hear Supreme Court justices get bribes I didn't know about. So it's easy to be skeptical about the system, isn't it? And because people take advantage of it, I guess maybe that's part of being uh, a uh, a capitalist system. Everybody wants more money, right? And so you get more money, you're probably screwing somebody else. Uh, but even the money you are eligible for, that's what bothers me. The rich people make sure they get all that they are due. The average person who's due over $16,000 in government giveaway cash. So there's $16,000 of government giveaway cash that is given out every year. And that's the average for every adult in the United States. 16,000. Wow. So that's why the average person has no idea what it is, where it is, how to get it, what to do, what to say, and you don't have to know all of that. You just have to have a little guidance about where to start. And the worst place to start is Google. You don't want to start there because everything in Google. No, I'm not a lawyer. I couldn't get into law school. Thank God. uh, Google was just there to get money from you. It's really it's the Wild West on Google. Everybody's there trying to get money from other people. So they work on that 24 hours a day. What can they say that will make you give them money? And they'll say anything, make you give them money. And that's why the key is, if you don't know what you're doing, the number one rule is don't go to a .com, because they're just going to want money from you. No matter how nice they are, they just can't survive without money. So they're going to figure out a way to get it nicely or badly or whatever to get money from you. And the best way to do it then is to only go to organizations, websites that end in .gov for government or .org for organization, which means they're a nonprofit organization. Most of these, every one of these, will not ask you for money. And that's what we do at Let's Go Help. Every website we give you will never ask you for money. They're there to give you money, to give you free services, to give you, the benefits that you just, deserve just for living in this country. That's right. Just because you live here. There's so many programs you're eligible for. It's hard to keep track. I've been spending 50 years doing this, and it's hard to think. That's why it's not finding a specific program. The way to find the help and the money you need is to find the organizations where you live whose job it is to help you solve your financial problem. So not only are there government money programs to solve your problem, there are government organizations to help you find the money to solve your problem. Now that's the key, is finding those organizations that get paid to find answers to the financial problem you're suffering with, whether it's buying a house or paying your debt, your bills, um, fixing up your home, repairs, going to school, getting a job, starting a business, any of these things, health care, dental care, legal care, all that is free. But you don't find them in Google. And that's why people give up. They'll call one place or two places and they'll say, oh, there's no such thing. There is. It's just not where you're looking. It's sort of like, if you went to one company and said, hey, are you hiring? And they say no. So you can't say nobody's hiring. Just that company isn't hiring. The same way with nobody has grants. No, just that place where you were doesn't have grants. So you have to find the other places. And that takes some rolling up your sleeves a little bit, some elbow grease. If you have an easy way to find that, fine. Where am I? I'm walking down on the side of, these are nonprofit organizations over there. I'm not sure. I forget what they are now. International development banks and stuff like that. They're all on this. Uh, I'm on the side of the street where the mall is. So this is all federal land. It's all Park Service for us. It's the hugest park in the world. That's why we get the benefit of all this living in Washington, D.C. And you're paying for it. The same way with all the government programs. You're paying for all this, whether you use it or not. And it's important that you know what's available for you to use and take advantage and to make your life better. Now, I talked about a report earlier that the government will pay you, like $30 an hour to learn a new skill. Okay, so they pay you to learn. So you're making, I don't know, like $40,000 a year to learn a new skill. And after you learn that skill, it may take 6 months or a few years. Then you get a job for like $50,000, $60,000. That goes up to $100,000. So you're able to get paid $30 an hour to learn to get $100,000 a year job. People go to college and pay them $100,000 to figure out how to get a $100,000 a year job. Okay, so that's why it's all changing. I mean, if you jobs are changing. There's so many jobs now that you can make good big money at, but you have to have the skills. So the government pays for all that, because if you don't get the skills to make a decent living, you're going to use all the programs of, the subsidy programs, and they figure it costs the government like $600,000 if you stay at a low income job. If you get a high income job, you're going to pay the government $600,000 in taxes probably in your life. So that's why their incentive is to give you money, to get trained, to get a skill, uh, so you get a good job. And right now in our country, these are going begging, whether it's construction, whether it's manufacturing, whether it's healthcare, all these careers at any age, because you could be 60. Look, I'm 80. Last 10 years, 20 years, 60 to 80, I worked my ass off, had fun. I love what I'm doing. So you don't have to retire at 60. You can start a whole new career. And actually, if you're 60 or so, uh, you could go to college for free. That's right. Most of the state universities and all the community colleges have free courses for seniors. But who knows? Nobody, because they don't advertise. And it's important that you know what's out there because, see, the good stuff is not advertised. You know the advertised stuff because they want to get money from you. So you don't know the non-advertised stuff because they're giving you money. So you have to find them. They don't have money to spend on advertising. Like the people who want to get money from you, well, they have a lot of money because they got money from all these people who got suckered in. Didn't know about the free stuff. So that's why the people give out the free stuff don't advertise. So you have to do some work on your side to find these people and start getting that money and help. It's really help to get through life a little better. That's why I keep doing this, and I'll keep doing this until I die, because I know these programs I'm telling you about can really change people's lives, help people's lives. They can help families to provide a better life, get rid of the stress that we all live on because we can't pay our bills. That's, I think, what's killing people, is the stress from not being able to pay their bills. Oops, sorry. So learn about these programs. Help yourself. Help your neighbors. That's why if you're a member of Let's Go Help, you can take all the material and give it to everybody else that you think could use it. It's there for everybody. The government is here for everybody. But it seems the rich people get the most out of it, like everybody else. Where do I get the $1,000? Look at the beginning. It's uh, it's from the IRS. They have 1,000,000 $1,000 checks waiting for people to claim, and it's from a stimulus grant that they sent out in 2020. And the deadline to apply for it is the 17th of May. So the 17th of May is the deadline. So you got to apply. You have only a few days or whatever it is, a week or so, to apply to get that $1,000. There's 1,000,000 checks waiting for people. You know, it can't hurt to apply. Okay, IRS.gov. Oh, and ask about stimulus checks. Okay, where's my stimulus check? And it should be there easy. If not, then you go to findhelp.org, put in must be calling findhelp.org and put in taxes and get free help. If not, then you go to your congressman, your elected official, your congressman, or two senators, and you ask them, hey, find out at the IRS where I can get that. They work for you. They get paid for you. You may get somebody who's an asshole. That's okay. There's a lot of them out there. You just call somebody else because you have two you have two senators and one elected official, and they have offices all over your city. So you call another office and ask them to help. Okay? Okay, guys, I'm going to go. Gotta go lift some weights. Okay? Talk to you soon. Thank you. Oh, letsgohelp.com if we could help you. And what you get is unlimited personal help to apply to every program, every government program there is. And it's unlimited. We have people who are live online to answer your questions every day. And a lot of them are even members helping other members do this. Or it's me and the staff, reports on everything you need on how to pay for your car, car repairs or roof repairs or health care, anything to do it. And then if you have any problems, you just keep coming back. You can ask us 100 questions a day if you like. We'll just keep answering. Hey, sometimes it takes a little effort. So let us help you through this. Thanks again.